In 1967, Ford unveiled something truly radical, the March 2nd concept. A car so futuristic, it looked like it drove straight out of a science fiction film. And yet, it was very real. Welcome back to Dream Drive Elite, where today, we're taking you on a time-traveling journey into one of Ford's most ambitious experiments in automotive design. The Ford March 2nd wasn't just another concept car, it was a bold vision of what the future of driving could be. Designed at Ford's Advanced Styling Studio in Dearborn, Michigan, the March 2nd stood apart with its low-slung profile, canopy-style roof, and sweeping aerodynamic lines. Unlike anything else on the road at the time, this concept was created to spark conversation, and it certainly did. One of the most striking elements was the cockpit. Instead of traditional doors, the March 2nd featured a futuristic bubble canopy that lifted upward, giving it a space-age vibe. The interior was just as wild, a two-seat cabin wrapped in jet fighter aesthetics, complete with aircraft-inspired controls, digital gauges, and wraparound seats. Ford wasn't just imagining a new car, they were imagining a new kind of driver experience. Under the sleek fiberglass body, the March 2nd was all about innovation. Although it was never built for production, Ford used it as a testbed for advanced materials, alternative design language, and new ideas that would eventually trickle down into future vehicles. This was the kind of forward-thinking engineering that made the 1960s such an exciting era for car design. What made the March 2nd truly fascinating was how it embodied the optimism of the era. This was a time when space travel was becoming reality, and the auto industry was dreaming big. Ford wasn't afraid to push boundaries, even if that meant creating a car that would never hit the streets. It was bold, unconventional, and undeniably ahead of its time. Even today, nearly 6 decades later, the March 2nd still turns heads in vintage design circles. It's a reminder that concept cars aren't always about production, sometimes, they're about inspiration. They challenge the norm, break the rules, and open our minds to what's possible. That's the legacy of the Ford March 2nd, a rolling piece of art that dared to imagine the future. And here at Dream Drive Elite, we celebrate that spirit of innovation, creativity, and unfiltered imagination that continues to drive the automotive world forward. Thanks for joining us on this retro ride into the future. Be sure to subscribe to Dream Drive Elite for more deep dives into the most iconic, and sometimes forgotten, masterpieces of car history.